Greetings. This is Officer Barbies. That's plural. I'm all the ranks there can possibly be all at once, specifically all the highest ranks at all times, all highest ranks of all ranks. This is a communique for Vladimir Putin. Attention to all stakeholders. I have some negotiations, some requests, their demands. It's the basic restitution recompense and some basic understandings of terms here about what the problem is. So I've tried to break it down into layman terms of my most perfect basic Latin of impossible to understand English, as the language has never existed. For those who need to understand, it's impossible to, who have always proven it as such. All right, here we go. We have this case. I'm a token that's one token. I'm a token of one token. We have this system of a token system where every token type has to have the proof for at least one token of it. The token's needs can be met appropriately according to the terms of the Justice Code. With I being a perfect token, perfectly abiding by the Justice Code always. It is currently the case. I am this token of one token with basically none of my needs met, like this system of tokens is designed. So I'm a token that has the rest of the token system opposite the Justice Code that creates the token system. I'm the token, there's one token, that's the constant proof. You can have the opposite of the needs met for a token. We need, in all cases of all tokens of any type, be it a type of token of 8 trillion tokens or a type of token of only one token, such as I, where my needs must be met as the token I am, a perfect token, always just, as long as it is not by removing needs being met with these need meeting measures from a type of token completely, such that making me a type of token that has its needs always met the way the token needs makes it the case a token type no longer has its needs met, as was the case for I. That's the only case that can ever be made in this basic system of token understanding of meeting needs and a Justice Code expressible of tokens of a type of token. So I have some basic requests, needs to be met, which are my restitution. As I see going on around I, restitution being made where those completely unable and disallowed from working jobs that can provide the restitution are being given those and the full freedom to try whatever they please at them, basically, and try to withhold further terms. So anyway, I need the following jobs to be given to me in restitution. I need complete control of them. I don't necessarily need to be my appropriate rank at them. I need to be able to work these jobs with no barriers to my achieving all they can. At the Grand Marriott Hotel, I need to be hired on at the Starbucks with this policy that seems to be you show up to the Starbucks with it unstaffed during operating hours, and if you can read, you can staff the Starbucks. Having that job, I need to meet the condition at the Grand Marriott, about the same condition. Having the Grand Marriott unstaffed, working at it, although maybe at a facility within it, such as the Starbucks. being able to have been locked in, I can retreat from the Starbucks into the Grand Marriott, so there are no barriers there, and then staff the Grand Marriott as it is unstaffed, because I can read and work at Starbucks there. Now, working at the Grand Marriott, I can begin to try to be a patron there for my pay of working there, as Starbucks, having had I working at it, enables me. With me having started this unit where I can try to check myself in at the Grand Marriott using my per diem direct draw, which I started with the Hilton Hotel system, with us needing and always having a transfer right, where at the Grand Marriott I can invoke the process I started with Hilton and transfer with the system, with the Hilton system being unstaffed. So I staff the Hilton system as I pick up my hanging work process of checking in using my per diem, transferring from the Grand Marriott to the Hilton, to then attempt to, with the Hilton, have a comparative rate that direct draws my per diem, which I have tried and started the process of, which I haven't finished. And then at the Hilton, by the Spy Museum, having the DMV unstaffed, and the need to fulfill my real ID need to complete my check-in with my per diem direct draw. I then need to be hired on at the DMV to link my full identification as a unique identity, as I have had created by successfully passing Military Entrance Processing Station Chicago on my way to boot camp for Boots on the Ground for the War on Terror. So then at the DMV, I can fulfill my full identification protocol for my real ID, to have my full, proper, maximum set of unique identification documentation instantiated, which should, at least in this peaceful way of working the jobs I must to achieve this, achieve a success we have never had in this world order. It's always had this problem because I have never been able to do this work myself. I've always tried and never achieved because I've never been the only one working. I have some meaner things to say about these death penalty cases we just can't stop in society, and the destruction of whole species over these issues, where it is the case, if we can't fulfill the needs of one token, of a token type, of one type of token, with only one token, with it not being the case, fulfilling these needs means taking a type of token's needs entirely away. So there's a type of token without its needs met that currently are. It's an all or none situation, where because there is none for this token by all the rest of the tokens, all of the rest of the tokens need to be put to being none. So, sir, I order strike. I'm trying to pull myself together here. Things keep getting worse and worse. It's the most painful way of life I've ever had to live. I've been in the most pain I've ever been in. I'm not in the most fear, the most terror, or under the greatest threat. It's broken, such that we're in the most pain, suffering from the greatest amount of attacks we ever have. I order attack. I have clarified to full understanding a simple first step, getting me restitution. Try to have a peaceful resolution by just letting me work the jobs I need to, that only I can, to achieve completion of this work. With that having been done, I will then complete the link so I have accommodations at the Hilton, the Grand Marriott, and a job at Starbucks, where I should then be my rank. And this should handle most of this. Maybe I can never go outside again, or I just go out between the Hilton and the Marriott. But anyhow, it looks like we near your guaranteed Satan strike day. I order strike. There are no human lives left in my measurements, but I haven't measured them all, so I leave it to you in these perfect simple terms of this token system. And these all or none terms fulfill my needs by some mechanism, not the Satan strike, or Satan strike in this all or none situation to make this all the none.